went to the FinCon conference last week, flew out to Orlando, and we were just kind of talking about like what is happening with TikTok and everything. And I think that you are going to start to see like the organic reach start to die down over the next 12 months. Like I think it's going to get difficult for TikTok influencers. And what was really interesting, there is a shift. So like in FinCon, it was a conference for bloggers when I got into back in 2015. So, but what was interesting is like the conference there are a bunch of TikTokers that are starting to kind of come to those conferences, and obviously like people have blown up and they're getting brand deals, but a lot of them actually have a really hard time monetizing. They don't, because it's like, it's hard on TikTok. It's hard to like drive people to a thing. And they were saying that like actually things that get devalued or like they get kind of killed in the algorithm when you try to link in comments or things like that. Like you put a URL in and TikTok kills it because they want people to stay on the platform. So then it's
the trick is putting it in your bio. Now you can't say there's a link in my bio, but you can do things like the green screen and point at it, or it's like if you have any kind of digital marketing knowledge and you can go on TikTok and you understand the difference between awareness content, engagement content, conversion content, you can do really well, because you can do that depth content where you build a relationship and really give a lot of value and show your expertise. But then the majority of your content is just reach and audience growth to get people to follow, and then they'll consume that other stuff. But if you have that link in the bio, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
You're sending people to, but I think where it's going to get difficult with that, I don't know, I could be totally wrong, but like you're sending everybody from a lot of different pieces of content to one landing page. And it's like you have, because I've seen people that do really well with that. Like they jam a lot of stuff onto one landing page. And so it's like, you can't just have you can just have one thing, but it's like, it's hard to, if you have like a multifaceted business and like people are coming from different pieces of content that went viral and you never know what went viral. But I think what's going to happen is like, as the engagement gets tougher, right? Like then you're going to need more places to be able to send people, because your content might not be going viral, and sending all like thousands and thousands of people to one landing page at once. Like it's a weird thing. Like I'm curious how they're going to handle that, because I feel like Instagram used to, I was thinking about this morning when I was driving. Instagram used to just like make it so difficult. You had to have 10,000 people or whatever to like send someone the content. But then once they killed the reach and they started making you pay for everything, it was like in an effort to make the organic that you did get more valuable, then all of a sudden like everybody's allowed to link to whatever kind of landing page they want in their stories and things like that. I don't know if that's the way that they do it, but it's just going to be interesting to see TikTok evolve. But there are a lot of people that are just struggling outside of like brand deals. Like, how do you monetize? I mean, if you don't have that kind of like marketing savvy of sending people to a landing page and email and automation,
you need to have a product and you need to get people off platform. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's interesting. I mean, today I saw for the first time, Instagram is introducing, you can have a second link in your bio, which is, that's a new thing they're doing. But like with TikTok, I mean, I did a consultation with a creator on TikTok earlier in the week, and he's trying to monetize more. And we talked about like he had his link in his bio, right? And a lot of them are using Stan, which is kind of like Linktree, where you can put a whole bunch of stuff. And one of the things that he was doing good is that he didn't have too many things. Like we've seen, before with people we've worked with, where they have like all of these things and there's offer confusion, right?
Yeah.
And the example I always give to people is like, if I go to the grocery store with my kids, like they want to get a candy or treat or something, I take them to that candy aisle where there's 1,000 choices. We will spend a half hour there and I will lose my cool, because I'll just be like, pick something, right? But then if you just wait until you go to the checkout aisle and there's only a few choices and they have 2 minutes to pick, like they figure it out.
Right.
And so having that less choices is definitely helpful. But if you have a coaching program or a course or something like that, like you can crush with it, right? Like, and you only need 1,000 to be there. I agree with you. I think the reach is going to get squashed probably in the next year, maybe 2 years if people are lucky. But that opportunity is still there now. Like, and I've told you this, but like one of my clients went from 20K a month to 100K a month just from posting, on TikToks and having that link, having his already proven funnel in there and just booking out his calls. But that just goes though to show kind of what you were saying. If you're posting about all kinds of things, you don't know where it's coming from. Like you have to be niched. You have to have a theme. Like you need every single piece of your content to be attracting the right people for that to work.